This is my dad, who has been gardening 60 years longer than I have. So he's going to show us how he plants potatoes and how he prepares the seed potato to be planted. So, Daddy, you cut that more than I've cut it. I would have left that whole. So you're going to cut it how?
Well, I always cut them with part of the poignard potato, and I'll generally cut them into 4 pieces. But since they're yours, I'll just cut them one and drop them in there. Drop the other one next to it.
Daddy has just taken a hoe and dug about a 6-inch deep little hole for each one of these. Okay. Now when the potatoes are finished growing, we're going to come back and see how many these make. That will be in June. Okay, now Daddy, tell us what you're going to do. You're just going to barely cover them, and then you're going to heap dirt up on top of them?
Now I'm going to bury them a ridge that they come up on.
So this little ridge is where the actual plant will come up on.
That is right, and the ridge being like that will warm up faster than level ground will.
Okay.
So it seems to help the potatoes come up a little. And
so as the potatoes grow, then you'll pull even more dirt up on them.
Right.
To make this a higher. You think it'll be about this high by the time you finish?
no, it'll be about half that much higher.
About this.
Like that, yeah.
So it's another maybe 6 to 8 inches that he'll pull up on these as they grow. And part of the reason for that, you told me, was because if it gets wet, then to have them in a ridge, it's even better.
Right. With this being sandy soil, it won't get and stay very wet. But this also, when it does get wet, you don't want water standing on them. So I wanted where the water will, not stand on them. And then later on,
if the water stands on them, they get little white or even black spots on the outside, white spots.
Yeah.
And then they don't keep as well.
They don't keep as well.
When you harvest them. I've even read sometimes that's what causes the hollow spot inside potatoes, is when they have had too much water.
Yeah. And
now we're finished with this little row. Are you finished?
We have 14 plants.
14, and that wasn't quite a pound actually. So we're going to have lots of potatoes from that handful that we just planted. So this is Sheila with my dad from Organic Gardening, Seed to Harvest. You can find me on the website, and I will write out these instructions.